Hi guys, I'm Sassfish and this is my new Hardcore 1.18 world. I'm going to try and survive 10 days in the new update. Remember, this is Hardcore mode, so one mistake and it's all over. In these 10 days, I want to do 3 things. 1. Beat the Ender Dragon.
What?
Just kidding. My last Hardcore series I died to an Iron Golem, so we'll hold off on the Ender Dragon for now. 1. Build a farm. This sounds simple, but it'll be key to surviving beyond the first 10 days. 2. Get full iron armor. Again, it sounds easy, but in 1.18, getting iron is more difficult. And 3. Find diamonds. Same as iron, finding diamonds in 1.18 is more difficult than in 1.17, so that will be a real challenge. Before I get started, let me know in the comments if you enjoy the video and leave me a big thumbs up, and as always, if you enjoy, please consider subscribing. Let's go! And I spawn next to a tree. Always amazing. So I'm going to start by breaking down the trees and get as many trees as I can. Building a crafting table and then wooden tools is going to be key to getting through this first day. So that's the first thing I'm going to do. If I can get myself some stone tools by the end of the day, that would be great as well. Next thing I do is get myself some food. Unfortunately, this is a necessary part of Hardcore mode because if you starve to death, you actually die. I need sugarcane for the farms when I start making them, so I might as well grab this now. Grabbing as much sugarcane as I can as I go would mean that I don't have to go looking for it later on. I spy my first few sheep. These are going to be key to getting through the first night if I can go to bed. So I'm going to find 3 of them. That way I can make a bed and get to sleep. Building a boat and getting to my starter base is going to be important, but I'm going to stop and grab this dark oak just because it's really cool wood and I don't know if I'll find it again, so I'm going to grab it now. And look, more sheep. Time to get me my last bit of wool in order to build my bed. Oh! Baby dog! Eventually I'll probably build a nice house, but for now I think living in a cave's the safest option. Things can't spawn around me as much, it gives me more security and it's safer. Bum 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 bum. I'm just going to expand out my house a little bit and add a door. That way, things won't come in at night. Now, the next important thing is deforestation. I've got to get rid of all these trees because zombies and skeletons will spawn underneath them and then kill me in the morning, even if I sleep through the night. Coal's really important in 1.18, and finding as much of it as I can is going to be key to survival. It doesn't spawn at lower levels anymore, which means I need to take any coal I need down there with me when I go mining. I pretty much spend the whole second day just getting coal. It's pretty boring, but it is going to be necessary. And I get back to my house just in time for nighttime. I just want to light up just outside my base so nothing spawns right here. That way when I get up, it'll be a bit safer. In day 3, I start with the mine that I'm going to have going down to iron level, which is the old diamond level, so around 11 or 12. And come across a cave. I try and light it up as best I can and go in for a closer look. I need iron really badly in order to survive this, so I'm going to start trying to get into the cave, getting as much iron as I can. Creepers have a habit of falling on your head and exploding in Hardcore mode, so I'm just going to block up this tunnel. As I light up the tunnel a bit more, I can definitely hear something's happening. Remember, I've not got any armor at this point, so if something comes around the corner and explodes, I'm dead. Luckily, it's not a creeper, but a baby zombie. Although I hate baby zombies, so I'll kill this one anyway, getting my first achievement. Back to gathering as much iron as I can. I really want that iron armor, and hopefully this cave will give me everything I need. I don't have a shield yet, so this is terrifying. But I just go full at him, and hopefully I'll kill him before he kills me. I'm going to try and get these bits of iron. It looks tough down there, but I'm going to give it a go. Oh no, unfortunately, a zombie has another idea. I mentioned earlier, things falling on your head. Luckily it wasn't a creeper, but still, zombies can be just as bad. Not learning from my mistakes, it happens again. Another zombie falls down on my head, and a third. This is getting ridiculous now. I'm starting to get a bit worried that I'm going to end up with a creeper on my head and exploding. So I'm going to grab this iron and get back to my house. And that is the end of day 3. Yay! As I come out of my base, there's 2 spiders, so I need to get rid of these guys. I need to also work out why they're spawning here, because I don't want any mobs spawning outside my base. What we're going to do, have some food, check on the iron, and then we're going to head back out and see if we can find out what's going on. Down here, I want to get my sugarcane farm set up properly, but There are skeletons and zombies and spiders everywhere. I need to cut down some of these trees just to get rid of them all. Remember, at this point, I still don't have any armor. It's in the furnace. Hopefully soon I'll be able to make it. But for the moment, I just need to survive. With the skeleton down, I can carry on with the deforestation. Get rid of all these trees so they stop spawning in here. With the iron finally done, I managed to make myself some armor. Then, I decide it's time for a bit of an adventure, so I make a boat and set out. Realising that the sun's setting, I make a dash back to my house, and that is the end of day 4. Day 5, and I am off on another adventure. It's off in the boat to see what I can find. While I'm off in my boat, I have a look around, but there's not much to see. So, I decide it's time to get a bit more food. Next, I really need wheat seeds for the farm, so I'm going to try and grab some while I'm here on this grassy bit. Like every day, I realise the sun's setting and panic and get back in my boat. I don't quite make it back to my house in time, so I decide to put some torches about, just in case next time things spawn. Time to build a farm. The next day, I decide to start the farms. The wheat farm's going to be crucial for the sheep and cows. Clearing the dirt takes a while, and this zombie doesn't help. Next, I'm going to get started on the path to my house. I'm fed up of having to climb up the mountain to get into my room at night. So, with that in mind, I start making a path down to the farm. The sun's setting, I need to get back inside before bad guys come out. The next day, I need to get this finished. It's taking up too much time now, but I want an easy way to get up and down from my house in the mornings. You'll notice at this point, I've made the path wrong. I'm one block off. I don't know how I didn't spot this while I was building it, but I fix it later on, don't worry. And here I seem to forget completely how to place blocks. And it's finished. Oh wait, no, there's the bit I missed. Yeah, in case you spotted them and I didn't, there are pillagers there. I decided to run back to my house. Hopefully they'll go away. Move along, people, nothing to see here. Or they'll just stand there and look at me. Yeah, they're just going to stand there and look at me, so I think I'll have to hide in the house. At this point, I decide to make some more stuff. This will make it easier when I come back from mining. And the pillagers are gone. And good as for that, I don't think I was really in a place to fight them yet. It's time to get some redstone. I don't really have a use for it yet, but I'm sure we're going to make some redstone stuff in future. This is really common in 1.18, so I'm going to go down this hole, basically. I'm trying to find diamonds, but with no luck at all. I'm really deep underground now, and this zombie tried to attack me. But wait, there it is, my first diamonds. Yes! It's only one. This is a nightmare. I only found one diamond in my entire expedition down here. So I decide to leave. Just as I'm about to make my escape, I decide, no, I need to go back. I need to find more diamonds. And then I do it. 2 more. It's still not many, but it's enough to build that pickaxe. And when I get back to the surface, I'm on the side of a mountain. This is not a good place to be, but I managed to find my house again. And that's the end of that day. Unfortunately, when I got up, this guy was in the doorway. Really need to do something about that. They keep spawning there. I've really had enough of mining at this point, so I think it's time that we expand the farm. That means cutting down more trees. They're in the way, they allow mobs to spawn. Whilst cutting down the trees, I noticed there's one floating in the sky. It's really bizarre, and I think it's just a problem in the experimental snapshot. Hopefully they'll fix floating trees before the next update. Now I need to clear more dirt. It's in the way, and I want to put my cows here. I need fences. I've got to keep the cows in their pen. By the time I do all that, yeah, it's nighttime again. It's not safe to work at night on hardcore, so I go to sleep. This is day 9, which is actually day 10 because you start on day 0, which means this is my last day to get the farm finished. I get the fences up, and I go in search of cows. I find a dog. I really want to bring him back, but I don't have any bones yet. I'll try and find him later on. But I find 2 cows. That's exactly how many I need. Let's get them back. Once they both eventually cooperate and get in the pen, I close the gate and then give them both some food. And there's another achievement. I've got lots of achievements now, and as you can see, I was quite pleased with my new farm. As I had a bit of time left in the day, I thought I'd expand my sugarcane farm. At this point, I realised that I don't need to make them one wide like this, and I'd do it all again. The reason I'm making so much sugarcane now is because later on, when I get an elytra, I'll need it for gunpowder, and for enchanting, I'll need it for books. So it's going to be really important. The sun's setting, but I spy a sheep. He's wandered into my base, so he must want to stay. I quickly grab some fence posts and start making him a pen. He doesn't need a big pen, because I'm going to turn him into a wool farm. The pen's finished. The sun's already down, but I really need to get this sheep in this pen just to finish off my little farm. And he's in. No, he's not. And he's in. I shut him in, and then I'm off to bed. This is the end of my 10th night. Day 10. And that's the end of my 10 days in 1.18 Minecraft Hardcore. I really want to see what happens in the next 10 days. Leave me a message in the comments if you think I should do another 10 days in 1.18. And leave me a big thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. And as always, if you enjoyed, please consider subscribing. See you next time. Bye bye.